like to be on my list of no drug use in BC supportive housing and shelters?
No drug use in
BC supportive housing and shelters. It's
Yeah.
all about the drugs. Shall we get rid of drugs from those facilities?
Do you think we should? I don't know as much about it. Do you think it should be removed?
There is the harm reduction, which is very harmful.
Yes.
There is the drug supply that gives access to the drug addicts. When
Right.
they need it most is recovery and rehabilitation. Why
Yeah.
are we giving them more drugs or access to drugs to enable them?
Yes.
If you give them shelter, food, and drugs, do you think they're going to get clean or they want to have more drugs?
I think you're going to have.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have some people where the drug addiction is going to be so strong that they'll probably give up the housing. That's probably why we have them living on the street in the first place.
Okay.
So I think it makes sense to not allow drugs into the homes, but then does that fill the beds? Are there enough people there to fill the beds, or are they being sort of driven back out to the streets because that's where they can, do their drugs? So I think we have to have more facilities to take them in and help them with either the mental health or the drug addictions that they have, whether we open up Riverview again. I don't know if it's practical because it's been out of service for so long, but we need to look to get them into larger facilities and get them the help that they need. Does that make sense?
So my question is, are you willing to get rid of drugs? So because people are talking about, well, if you leave the homeless in the streets, they're going to die. So give them shelter first and then treatment. But my question is, why don't we do both? Because if we put them in recovery, there is shelter. And there is a very specialized professional help for them.
Yes, I
It's
agree.
way better than supportive housing.
Shelter and health, absolutely. What's the difference in the supportive housing? Is that different than what you're talking about?
Yeah, of course. Supportive housing, they mix the drug addicts with the seniors,
Oh, I
with
understand.
people fleeing from violence.
No.
The single mom with children.
We have to separate those out because that's going to cause grief for the other one. Sorry, I didn't know your definition of supporting housing.
Okay.
Makes complete sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So
if your definition involves others that are dealing with other issues that are separate from drug addiction, then we'll have to see if we can. We'll have to put them in another facility so it doesn't intermix and create hazards for the others that are living in there.
Exactly. So on my list, there are 16 MLAs supporting no drug use in supportive housing and shelters.
Yes.
So the focus is taking drugs out of the supportive housing.
Yes, I'm supportive of it now that you've explained it to me in detail.
Yeah, so there are 3 leadership candidates on my list as well. So if I add you up, there will be 4.
Okay, that's excellent. I now understand the question too. I'm sorry, I was thinking that was just for shelters for people with drug addictions, but it's bigger. It's a bigger scale than that.
Yes.